not humming it right. Get out of here, ad. Waiting for people to show up. Get out of your sidebar. I don't need you. Are we gonna finish this all in one night? No. 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 Probably not. Probably. Okay. Okay. Game locked? Oh, it's about the Banner Saga 3, because not out yet. Banner Saga tabletop game. Original soundtrack. Gift of Hardborg. Hadderborg. Hergberg? I don't know, man. Let's play the game. So, heads up, it's been like actually years since I've played through this. I never actually played through the Banner Saga 2, but also let me know if I'm a little too loud. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survive through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferlinu. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here.
Let me know if
We will
the
rest here
sound is
this
good.
day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höfnina miklu! Skýst ég leifa oss að byggja!
Let's put down a riot.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag around the screen to see your surroundings. The check mark to continue. You got it, bud. Porters through the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, enemies red. It's your turn to act. Cool. Hey there, Varric. Welcome to the Northlands. Well, this is still like the first one, so I'm gonna try and play through 1 and then 2 tomorrow, because Banner Saga 3 unlocks on Wednesday. So I'm doing this in order. It's been a while since I've played this, so I'm trying to just, like, recap. Target enemy, click on the title which I stand. The title's blue, enemies are red. Here's what I do remember from this game. The, like, slash and burn, the, like, being able to ignore armor and just hit them for damage is dangerous. Oh, neat. Turn cancels both health and damage. That's a bummer, man. After taking action. Da-da-da. Why would you stand in the fire? Tempest. Good job, Gunolf. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. There's only one enemy left, Pillage. I don't remember if he does that by default or if it just sort of happened that way. Also, spoilers are totally welcome.
How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last.
Just
My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die,
I honestly don't
watched
remember.
the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city.
Hey there, Mal.
Strangling trade
Welcome to the street.
quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal. I promise you that. They will
Damn
meet
smug.
you down in the proving grounds.
So, one thing that I've always adored about this game is the very kind of, Ralph Bakshi, style, kind of like Lord of the Rings aesthetic that it's got going on. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eirik, Steward of Strand. Hold on, I need to give this guy a voice. Eirik, Steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me he'll be giving us a hand. Seems a little bit chaotic around here, Eirik. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. And what does he want exactly? The scalflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. I was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. To the market! Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The scuffling chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me that what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. I don't talk. They don't talk to me. I had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. Everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week. How am I supposed to know much? It's a little food money, yeah? I'd be happy to pay. You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gnolf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No. Just bought them while you were walking around. Why? What do you think, guys? Should we call him a frog? I like Gunolf, but he's a bit of a what's the word? Dumb. remember that one because I actually saved him from doing it. And then I looked it up later and just like, is there any way to rescue the cartons? Like, the answer is no. You will lose Gunolf, though. Alright. Honestly, it looks good with his beard. I'm glad you care. Gunolf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Hat, but he used to be Scoutfly. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is, Mead Hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm gonna find him, and I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. To the meat house! Great morale. 6 renown. 100 days of supplies. Many options. I wasn't sure if there was subtitles were already active. Right. You arrive in front of what appears to be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man, introduces Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? You're walking through the front door. They ran to a meat house, says Valgard. I'll be surprised if they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scoutflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and meat steins in the process. Here's the cool thing about Banner Saga 3, and it is a bit of a spoiler, but if you grab it now, and, like, you should, you will actually get a dredge hero to add to your caravan. I keep forgetting that you can move like as much as you want within the range. Alright, first up, Valgard. Oh wait, no, this hasn't started yet. You probably already have Kiwi in that case, Barrick. I would take a look, though. Alright, let's line it up. Move you one over, and you one over. Alright. I was hoping for more of a fight than this. Look at them. It's gonna be butchery. Alright. First up, Valgard. What class are you? Shield wall. Come at me. Right on. Aren't you glad you checked? Let's go for strength. Weaken his attacks. I picked up one of the better versions for 3. For 1 and 2 I have standard. Honestly, like, it's the first one where I've had an opportunity beforehand to grab it. Actually, hold on. No. Hold on. Oh no! I can't undo! Yeah, might as well. It's Mogan! Or Hogan. I don't remember which one.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, Jacob! Welcome to the stream. Are you picking up Banner Saga 3 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, right, he's in the way. Fine. Yeah, there's no undo. We can just, like, straight up just ape whatever guy we want to, though. Get off the beast! Stop hitting my armor. Actually, you can't even do anything. Yeah, let's finish him off. Hold on, do I? Wait a second. Order, move to bottom. Whoopsies! The host thing was underneath where it needed to be. I'm gonna keep Eric safe. Hey, stop that. Ah, knockdown. Weaken. Dude, the fuck? Yeah, just finish him off. Hey, you. Both of yous. Quit it. The foe's lying dead at your feet. Ah, I didn't even get a chance to read it. These might go a little fast. I'll see if there's a way to slow it down. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold red and blues. One banner I know well. Vongnir. Next for the Varl kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Hey there, I'm not even sure how I'm gonna speak. Procyon Lotor. How is that? Maybe I will. Eric and Velgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. He gave an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Well, the thing with the Banner Saga is it already has a lot of moving parts in that you need to keep everyone safe and healthy. The combat is just sort of like on top. It's supposed to give you a break from the survival portion. To the docks! Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim. Abundant in purpose. God, stupid. You're looking ancient! Comes with being old. And if there is Vognir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid, old yaks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Your under demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arborang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay. Sails still fluttering. Golden wolf-head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's... the king's son, Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? He visited his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim. I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but... let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. I got it through Steam, so technically I do already have it, but... C'est la vie. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Moger? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think.